I know I'd regret missing out on the fun far more than any bother we might...
Even though everyone's talking about Switch 2 these days, the Switch 1 is still kicking in 2026 with some exciting titles on the horizon. From hidden gems to fan favorites getting new updates, there's plenty to look forward to, proving that the Switch isn't slowing down anytime soon. First, a quick heads up. It's the perfect time to talk about Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 because both games are now available on Nintendo Switch 2. This video's sponsored by Sega and RGG Studio. If you've never jumped into the Yakuza series before, these are the perfect starting points. Kiwami is a full remake of the original classic, and it hit Switch October last year, but now the Switch 2 version runs smoother than ever with enhanced visuals and a clean 60 frames per second. And for anyone who already owns the digital version on the first Switch, Sega's giving you a discount when upgrading to the new version, which is awesome. These games perfectly capture that mix of emotional storytelling, intense street fights, and hilarious side quests that define the series. And here's something to look forward to. Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties, a brand new chapter that takes place right after Kiwami 2, is coming to Switch 2 and other platforms on February 12th. Also, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut launched alongside the Switch 2 and got a ton of praise, showing just how great this series runs on the new hardware. So if you're ready to experience Kiryu's journey from the very beginning, Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 are waiting for you right now. Grab them in stores or on the Nintendo eShop. And don't forget, there's a digital bundle too if you want both games at a discount.
Thanks for the intro, Dan. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined brings the classic adventure back with fully updated visuals, using handcrafted 3D models and diorama-style towns that give the world a detailed storybook feel. The narrative has been tightened up with streamlined pacing and a few new scenarios that add extra emotional beats without losing the charm of the original. Its combat system evolves with the new moonlighting feature that lets characters equip 2 vocations at once, along with additions like the Monster Master class that can summon creatures during fights. Battles are also more modern and flexible, letting you instantly defeat weaker enemies, speed up encounters, and adjust tactics for smoother progression across each restored island.
めっちゃテンポいいですね。めっちゃテンポいい。なんかもうサクサクに戦うボタンを押したら進めました。レベルアップしました。レベルアップもしちゃってみんな。ボイスも可愛い今。
Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake, brings back the iconic time-bending adventure with a refreshed take on the prince's journey, complete with the mystical dagger that lets you rewind your mistakes in combat and platforming. The original became a classic for its smooth movement, clever puzzles, and memorable atmosphere, and this remake has stirred up mixed reactions as some fans feel the new visual direction doesn't fully capture the stylized look they loved. Even so, the team is pushing to modernize everything from textures and lighting to cinematics and combat flow, aiming to reintroduce the Palace of Azad with sharper detail, smoother action, and a more contemporary feel overall.
Give me the dagger! Never!
WitchBrook places you in the life of a witch in training in the seaside city of Mossport, where you study magic at WitchBrook College while balancing schoolwork, friendships, romance, and a bit of business on the side. You'll attend classes to learn spells, brew potions, and explore rituals, and you can shape your own cozy lifestyle by customizing your cottage and garden or building a small magical side hustle. The world feels alive with characters who follow their own routines and react to your choices, and you can even team up in online co-op with up to 4 players to enjoy broom races, spell crafting, or just relaxing with friends in this charming, vibrant setting.
power you can dish out on enemies in Mouseburg while you play as Jack Pepper, our game's protagonist. This one
Mouse PI for Hire puts you in the middle of a gritty, noir-style first-person shooter where you play as Jack Pepper, a mouse private investigator navigating the corrupt underbelly of Mouseburg. The visuals are hand-drawn in classic 1930s rubber hose animation, giving it that vintage cartoon flair, while a big band jazz soundtrack boosts the whole atmosphere. You'll uncover clues, take photos, and piece together a larger conspiracy across seedy streets, grimy alleys, and underground tunnels, all while using a cartoonish arsenal filled with creative weapons and power-ups. With no microtransactions and a focus on pure chaotic detective action, it delivers a stylish and wild adventure in a uniquely twisted world.
Melt away. However, if you're dealing with multiple enemies at once, simply use its alt-fire mode. It shoots a blob of turpentine onto the ground, damaging all nearby enemies. And finally, our most mysterious weapon yet, the conscious gun. Think of it as a lethal form of mind control, shooting enemies just a couple of times.
見落としがあったのか。
Professor Layton in the New World of Steam sends Layton and his apprentice Luke to a bustling steampunk-inspired city called Steam Bison, where advanced steam engines have reshaped society into something far more industrial and mysterious. When a strange incident disrupts the city, the duo jumps into a classic Layton-style adventure filled with brain-teasing puzzles created by Quiznok, unraveling conspiracies, and exploring richly detailed areas. The game blends storytelling and riddles in a way that feels both familiar and fresh for longtime fans of the series.
実に味わい深い謎だ。当然さ、英国紳士としてはね。ほう。
The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon follows Van Arkwright, Reen Schwartzer, and Father Kevin Graham as they're drawn into a high-stakes mission to unravel the secrets hidden at the very edge of Zemuria. Just as the continent prepares for its first venture into space, the game evolves the classic Trails combat by mixing real-time field battles with strategic turn-based command fights, introducing new mechanics like shard commands, awakening states, and a time-slowing Zoc system. Beyond the main story, you can build your team from familiar faces across the series and explore the mysterious Grim Garden, a custom dungeon where you challenge the sinister group Ouroboros and dig into deeper lore.
We got some serious sketchiness going on.
We had best remain vigilant.
Watch out for ranged attacks! Over here! This could get tricky.
YS Memoire Revelations in Celceta follows Adol Kristin as he wakes up in the mysterious land with no memory of his past, teaming up with a thief named Duren to chart the uncharted Great Forest. You explore a sprawling map full of hidden secrets using a robust mapping system, and in battle you can swap party members on the fly, making for strategic and fluid combat. Each character brings their own unique action ability, like breaking walls, kicking open chests, or navigating dangerous terrain, which adds depth to both exploration and fights. Plus, you can switch between the original soundtrack and a newly rearranged one, giving you the freedom to choose the musical vibe that fits your journey. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered brings back the classic 1 versus 1000 Muso Chaos with more than 40 playable officers. Reimagined in Unreal Engine 5 for sharper, more modern visuals. It blends tradition and evolution by preserving the iconic action system, like true Musou attacks, and the officer development mechanics, while adding new polish for smoother gameplay. The remaster also includes all the content from the Extreme Legends expansion, giving you extra storylines, weapons, and challenge modes to relive and expand the original's epic battles. Deus Ex Remastered revives J.C. Denton's original cyberpunk conspiracy thriller with significant quality of life and visual upgrades. Locations get a full lighting overhaul with dynamic shadows, particle effects, and richer textures that bring the dystopian world into sharper focus. Character models have been rebuilt, complete with lip-synced dialogue and ragdoll physics, while controls are modernized using radial menus and intuitive weapon management inspired by later Deus Ex titles. You also get faster loading times, autosaves, cloud saves, making this a more accessible and polished way to experience the immersive sim classic.
Consequence. No two playthroughs unfold the same.
Starsand Island invites you to slow down and reconnect with what really matters by returning to a peaceful childhood home on a dreamy floating isle filled with lush meadows, sandy beaches, and mysterious ruins. You can farm, fish, raise animals, and build your own cozy cottage from scratch with full control over both your character's look and your vehicle style. Exploration is a joy here. Ride skateboards, scooters, cars, or even fly a paraglider to take in the open world. And it's not just about the land. Your relationships with islanders matter deeply thanks to a rich affection system where each NPC has their own memories, personality, and goals, and your actions genuinely shape how they grow alongside you.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.